And welcome back to The Nose Plays Endless Space 2. This is going to be a very short video, but I was playing around with the Lumeris earlier today, and I discovered this little trick. Now, this trick has been on my mind for some time, and I have yet to find a situation where I can pull it off, but I managed to do it in this game, and it proves that my theory was correct. And my theory has always been that when defending a system, the best defense that you can do to remove the enemy fleet is to create ships. Let's see if I can specifically ships that are durable and that have boarding pods. So what I did was I built a bunch of these and paid for them all with dust. The enemy invasion force actually completely failed to take my system. I managed to defend the system to the last man. Unfortunately, they have no manpower left, or very little, so they don't really have enough to invade, but I also have nothing to defend with, so this is kind of timely that I got this created. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put this fleet, I need to make sure I have all four of them. Let me see if I can just, there we go. Put this fleet into orbit. Why is it being dumb? There we go. And then we're going to attack their fleet with it. Now we're severely outnumbered, but that doesn't really matter to us. What matters to us is surviving, and the way that we're going to survive is we're going to move into the turtle position. And the reason for that is because they have missiles. So they're almost entirely outfitted with missiles. They actually wiped out two of my smaller fleets earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like and how this works. And we'll see if it works as well as I remember it working. I did do one thing different, and I wanted to see if it actually worked better this way. So we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, basically we have boarding pods and lots of missile defenses. So we'll see if it's enough to survive long enough to take over their entire fleet. I'm going to go to the overview camera and switch to free camera. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's see what happens here. We should start to take over their ships very quickly because none of their ships have any manpower. So it doesn't take very many manpower boarding pods to reach their target before they completely just shut down. So you can see several of their ships are already taken over. This entire fleet is pretty much mine. This entire fleet is pretty much mine. And then let's see what's going on over here. We're gonna finish this. Yep, there we go. And that'll be the end of that. Decisive victory. So we'll take a look at what happened, but basically, because they dropped all their manpower onto the planet, they're incredibly vulnerable to boarding pods. And so all I have to do is have a few ships that can survive the first couple of volleys, and my boarding pods do all of the work. So basically, I didn't just win this fight, I literally took their entire fleet, and now I have their fleet that I can use to defend my territory. So now I have a whole nother fleet here. All of their ships are still pretty healthy. I can actually afford to repair all their ships if I wanted to. And then obviously I could repair all my ships. So if you are in the process of playing this game and you ever have a situation where you're being invaded and the enemy has dropped all of their manpower onto your system, if you have enough dust or you have a way to build a fleet that is outfitted with boarding pods, there's a very strong chance that you'll not only be able to defend your system, but you might be able to take their entire fleet in the process, just like I did. This is really, really clever strategy, and I'm really glad that I found it and that I found an opportunity to pull it off in game and show you guys, because it's one that I've talked about for a long time but never been able to prove on camera. So now that I have, there you have it. My boarding pod defense strategy in practice, 100% successful, worked like a charm. I hope that helps you guys in the future with your future gameplay. Until next time, this has been The Nose Plays, and you guys have a wonderful evening.